Let's get real. We've all said things in the heat of an argument that we regret. Those words, they have power. They can build your partner up or tear them down. Once spoken, you can't take them back. And the damage can last. It's not always the big fights that hurt most. Sometimes it's the steady drip of dismissive language. Psychologists call these toxic phrases. Little jabs that erode trust and make your partner feel alone. Today, we're breaking down 3 of the worst offenders, why they're so damaging, and what they really communicate. Be honest, have you used any of these? Let's find out. First up, we're diving into a phrase that, on the surface, might seem harmless, even helpful. But beneath its seemingly innocent exterior lies the potential to inflict significant damage on your relationship. It's a phrase that can shut down communication, invalidate feelings, and ultimately drive a wedge between you and your partner. You're overreacting. You might think you're calming things down, offering a dose of perspective, but you're actually invalidating your partner's feelings. You're essentially telling them that their emotional response is disproportionate to the situation, that they're somehow wrong for feeling the way they do. When you say this, you're telling them their emotions are wrong and yours are right. You are setting yourself up as the arbiter of appropriate emotional responses. A subtle power play. It subtly positions you as the more rational, level-headed one, while simultaneously diminishing your partner's experience. Imagine coming to someone vulnerable, sharing something that's deeply affecting you, only to be told your feelings are too much, that your reaction is somehow excessive or unwarranted. That's rejection, not support. It's a dismissal of their inner world, a subtle form of emotional abandonment. Instead of being a safe space, a haven where they can express themselves freely, you become a critic. That's lonely. It creates a sense of isolation and disconnection within the relationship. Labeling someone's reaction as overreacting tells them their authentic self isn't welcome. It sends the message that they need to censor their emotions, to present a more palatable version of themselves to be accepted. This isn't about who's right. It's about respecting your partner's reality. It's about acknowledging that their feelings are valid, regardless of whether you understand them or agree with them. You don't have to agree with their logic to respect their feelings. You can disagree with their interpretation of events while still validating their emotional experience. Try, "I see you're upset. Help me understand why." Show genuine curiosity and a willingness to listen without judgment, instead of shutting them down. Instead of immediately dismissing their feelings, create space for them to express themselves fully. Over time, your overreacting teaches your partner to hide their feelings, to suppress their emotions in your presence, eroding trust and intimacy. It creates a climate of fear, where they're afraid to be vulnerable and authentic with you. You might win the argument, but you lose connection. You might feel like you've won by proving them wrong, but you've actually lost something far more valuable: their trust and emotional safety. If your partner hears this enough, they start doubting themselves, not just you. They begin to question their own perceptions, their own sanity, and their own worth. The alternative? Validation. Listen, truly listen. Put aside your defensiveness, your need to be right, and acknowledge their pain. Recognize that their feelings are real and valid, even if you don't fully understand them. Instead of correcting, invite conversation. Talk to me about what's going on. Create a space where they feel safe to share their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. This shift turns confrontation into collaboration and shows you care about their feelings, even if they're messy. Even if they're not expressed perfectly, even if they're uncomfortable for you to witness. Remember, the goal isn't to win, but to understand. The goal is to connect, to empathize, and to support each other through life's challenges. In relationships, when one person loses, you both lose. Because you're a team, and your success is intertwined. Using your overreacting is a sign you're prioritizing being right over being connected. You're choosing your ego over your relationship. It's lazy. It's a shortcut to a dead end. It's a way of avoiding the hard work of empathy and understanding. Real love means sitting with someone in their distress, not trying to fix or diminish it. It means offering your presence, your compassion, and your unwavering support. So, make a commitment. Strike this phrase from your vocabulary. Eradicate it from your relationship lexicon. Next time you feel the urge, pause, take a deep breath, and resist the temptation to utter those 3 damaging words. Choose to listen and validate instead. Choose connection over correction. Your partner's feelings are real for them. They are a valid expression of their inner experience. Your job isn't to referee their emotions, but to be their partner, to be their ally, their their confidant, and their unwavering source of support. Show up, listen with an open heart, and affirm their feelings. Let them know that you're there for them, no matter what. That's how you build a relationship that can weather any storm. That's how you create a bond that is unbreakable, a love that is unconditional. Don't be the judge, be the teammate. Be the person who lifts them up, who believes in them, and who stands by their side through thick and thin. Choose connection over correction. That's the real win. That's the key to a lasting, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful relationship. Let's move to the next phrase. We'll unpack another common expression that can have surprisingly negative consequences on your relationships. All right, let's move on to the next relationship pitfall. Next up, it's no big deal. It sounds harmless, almost like a comforting reassurance, but it's a silent killer of connection and intimacy. You might think you're reassuring your partner, offering a bit of perspective, but you're actually minimizing their reality, and that can be incredibly damaging. When you say this, you're essentially telling them their concerns are insignificant to you, that their feelings are not worth your attention. That's invalidation, plain and simple. It's a direct message that their emotional experience is wrong or unimportant. When your partner shares a problem, whether big or small, they want an ally, someone to stand with them, not a judge, someone who immediately assesses and dismisses their feelings. It's no big deal makes you an outsider, an adversary even, not a teammate working together to navigate life's challenges. The size of the problem doesn't matter. A stubbed toe can hurt just as much as a broken bone in the moment. What matters is how it feels to your partner, and their feelings are always valid, even if you don't understand them. Dismissing the event means dismissing their feelings, telling them their emotional response is unwarranted. Over time, this teaches your partner to keep their worries to themselves, to stop sharing their vulnerabilities with you. They start handling stress alone, building walls instead of bridges, feeling misunderstood and unsupported, like they're navigating life's storms without an anchor. Often, this phrase comes from wanting to fix things fast, to alleviate their discomfort and move on. But you can't logic someone out of a feeling. Emotions aren't problems to be solved, they're experiences to be acknowledged. Empathy is about connecting, understanding, and validating, not solving, fixing, or minimizing. Instead of "it's no big deal," which shuts down communication, try "that sounds stressful," acknowledging their experience, or "I'm here for you," offering your support and presence. This simple shift opens the door to connection, fostering a sense of safety and understanding, and tells your partner their feelings matter, that they are seen, heard, and valued. "It's no big deal" also shuts down curiosity, preventing you from truly understanding your partner's perspective. You stop asking questions and stop learning about your partner's inner world, their hopes, fears, and dreams. A healthy relationship is fueled by curiosity, a genuine desire to understand and connect with your partner on a deeper level, and respect for each other's emotional landscape, acknowledging that their feelings are valid and important, even if they differ from your own. Over time, minimizing creates emotional distance, a chasm that grows wider with each dismissive comment. You might live together, share a bed, but you're not truly together, not connected at the heart. So pay attention, be mindful of your words and their impact. Do you minimize or empathize? Are you building walls or bridges? Your job isn't to decide what's a big deal, to police your partner's emotions. If it matters to your partner, if it's causing them distress, it should matter to you, period. That's the deal in a real partnership, a commitment to supporting and validating each other's experiences. From now on, banish "it's no big deal" from your vocabulary. Replace it with empathy, with genuine curiosity, and validation, creating a safe space for your partner to share their heart. Say, "Tell me more," showing your interest and willingness to listen, or "That sounds tough," acknowledging their struggle and offering your support. Show your partner their world matters to you, that their joys and sorrows are important to you. That's how you turn a good relationship into a great one, by fostering a deep sense of connection and mutual respect. All right, with that crucial point addressed, let's tackle the final phrase on our list. Ready to dive in? Here we go, let's break down this last communication killer. Last up, "you're too sensitive." This phrase, often delivered with a dismissive tone, can be incredibly damaging within a relationship. It's a statement that carries a lot of weight and can have long-lasting effects on your partner's self-esteem and sense of security. This isn't just dismissing a feeling, it's invalidating their emotional experience altogether. It sends the message that their feelings are not important, not valid, or even worse, that they are somehow wrong for feeling the way they do. It's not just disagreeing with their perspective, it's attacking your partner's character. You're essentially telling them that a fundamental part of who they are is somehow deficient. You're turning sensitivity into a flaw, a personal defect that needs to be corrected or suppressed. It's like saying, you're broken because you feel things deeply. You're making them feel defective for who they are, as if their natural emotional responses are a burden or a source of shame. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Usually this phrase is a defense mechanism, a way to protect yourself from discomfort. Their feelings make you uncomfortable, so you deflect, pushing away the emotions you don't want to deal with. It's easier to dismiss their feelings than to confront the underlying issue. Instead of owning your impact, acknowledging how your actions might have affected them, you blame their nature. You shift the responsibility away from yourself and onto them. That's emotional manipulation, whether you mean it or not. It's a way of controlling their behavior by making them feel guilty or ashamed of their emotions. Over time, your partner starts doubting their own reality, questioning whether their feelings are valid or justified. They begin to distrust their own emotional compass. They start censoring themselves to avoid being labeled too sensitive, carefully curating their reactions to fit your expectations. They can't be authentic, and the relationship becomes a performance, not a partnership. It's a constant act of trying to be someone you're not, which is exhausting and unsustainable. What you call too sensitive might actually be empathy or intuition, valuable qualities that enrich your relationship. These are strengths, not weaknesses. Empathy allows them to connect with others on a deeper level, and intuition can provide valuable insights. By labeling it a flaw, you're diminishing their capacity for connection and understanding. You're asking them to be less of themselves for your comfort, sacrificing their authenticity for your own peace of mind. The alternative? See sensitivity as a signal, not a problem, an opportunity for deeper understanding and connection. When your partner reacts strongly, ask, "Can you help me understand what you're feeling?" Approach their emotions with curiosity and a genuine desire to understand their perspective. This shows curiosity, a willingness to learn and grow together. It demonstrates responsibility, acknowledging your role in the situation, and validation, affirming the legitimacy of their feelings. You become a student of their experience, not a critic, eager to understand their inner world. That builds trust and intimacy, creating a safe space for vulnerability and authentic connection. Everyone has different levels of sensitivity, a unique way of processing and experiencing the world. Neither is right or wrong. It's simply a matter of individual differences. The challenge is to appreciate those differences, to celebrate the unique qualities that make your partner who they are, not demand conformity, trying to mold them into someone they're not. So, do some soul searching. Examine your own motivations and biases. Are you using this phrase to avoid responsibility, to deflect from your own shortcomings? Make a pact to eliminate "you're too sensitive" from your vocabulary. When you feel it coming, pause and ask yourself. Take a moment to reflect before reacting. What is my partner's emotion telling me? What can I learn from this? Shift from blame to empathy, from judgment to understanding. Cherish your partner's sensitivity. It might be their superpower, the source of their creativity, compassion, and wisdom. That's how you build a love that lasts, a love that celebrates individuality and embraces vulnerability. So there you have it, 3 phrases that can poison your relationship. It's not about being perfect, but about being mindful and intentional. Strong relationships are built day by day with respect and hard work. Show up for your partner in ways that build them up. Avoid these dismissive phrases and stop invalidating their reality. The real win isn't being right, it's being connected. Create a sanctuary where both of you feel seen, heard, and valued. Practice validation and empathy, and you'll build unshakable trust. Start today. Choose connection. Choose empathy. Now get out there and get real with your relationship.